You're going to say, what in the world has Brad got for me today? I'm going to tell you what I got today. We are out in the middle of God's country. This is the way western end of Boyle County. In fact, if you zoom on out, you can see Washington County right there, and then Marin County is just right down there. So we're on the way western tip of Boyle County. It's actually out where Cindy and I live. We love it out here. So what do you got out here? What's the big deal? Well, you've got all the stuff that you would think. Tranquility, peacefulness, views. You got high-speed internet. You got FedEx comes once or twice a day. You've got U.P.S. every day. You've got everything you need to be connected with the world and everything you need to be disconnected all at the same time. It's 2 acres. PVA tells us 1,920 square feet in this old farmhouse. I'm going to guess it's around 1906, 7, 8, something like that. The reason I say that is because we had its twin over on our farm, which is the next farm over. And I'm going to say it's built very similarly. Now, I could be off 10 years, 20 years, who knows. But I'm going to guess around the 1910s or just a little bit earlier than that. Anyway, story and a half. You got 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's an old farmhouse, but plenty of room to add on. So if you need 2 baths, it's not a big deal. You got a great barn, needs some work. You need to get out here with a couple fellas and a few $1,000s, and you'd have yourself a real barn. It's just, the plantings are fantastic. You've got all fruit trees up and down the driveway here on the side. And I can list all those. You got grapes, you got flowers. I know where all the pins are. I can show you every pin at all 4 corners. Now this has got that high-speed Wi-Fi. It's not satellite. It really works. This stuff really works. I know because I got it at my house. It's about 8,000 down and about 2,000 up. And I'm going to show you where the tower is. Right there. Right on top of that water tower, you've got a T3 line, and it just shoots it right over here, and it works. It's about 35 bucks a month. We pay about 55 a month, 59 a month, something like that for commercial, which means they open it up and you're wide open as fast as you can get. Love that. All right, you got a pool here, which needs to be covered or uncovered or whatever. It's the springtime right now. And you've got a little hot tub here, needs some work. Everything else, rock and roll. You got a tin roof on this house, vinyl siding. It's inexpensive. It'll be inexpensive to heat and cool. Got a little shed back here, a little canning barn over there. I'm going to show it all to you. But I just kind of wanted to start out with just showing you what's around here. You're surrounded by a 180-acre farm here that I can't imagine anything will ever be built on here. Half a mile to the nearest neighbor that way, and you're about a quarter mile to the nearest neighbor that way. Who are those people? I've known them since I was 8 years old. So good folks. Who are those people over there? Well, those are the carpenters. And in fact, that used to be the little carpenter store. Right there, that little block store. And there's the carpenters. They live right next door still. I mean, it's been a couple generations. People next door we've known for years and years and years. Anyway, it's a great neighborhood. There's a police officer lives on the next hill over, so you got to be really careful. You got to behave. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Only kidding, only kidding. But Larry lives over there too. It's just a great neighborhood. In fact, the Boyle County the sheriff, he was born right over there. His dad still lives there. Let's go on over here. I'll show you the view. Here's this little potting shed. You know, it needs some new tin, a little bit of paint. I know you're laughing. You go, oh my God, tear it down. You know what? It's nice to have a little shed like that. You can do whatever you want with it. Look at this view. This view does not stink. There's no stinkitude on this view. I know those folks too. Super, super nice people. She's a nurse. They got a couple small kids. So if you got small kids, there's kids for your kids to play with. And if you don't, if you're more mature like Cindy and I are, you got more retired situation, there's plenty of people around here to socialize with, or just be left alone. We moved here from a pretty densely populated area, and I thought, oh my gosh, we'll never see anybody. I guarantee you, we socialize more, have more people over for dinner, have more people over for wine tastings, have more people, more company just pop in than we ever did living in a crowded area. You're living in a crowded area, you're kind of doing your own thing. You live out here in the country, there's just no stress. You kind of say, hey, let's just run over to the neighbors, just say hi. Jump in the Jeep or the back of the pickup truck and go. Of course, it's hard to drive from the back of the pickup truck. Only kidding, only kidding, only kidding. But here you go. Now I want to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you, I never show you bad stuff, but I want to show you bad stuff too, because I always want to tell you the whole thing. You've got this little shed here that's on the barn, and it needs to either be torn off or fixed or whatever, but that's pretty rough there. The rest of the barn is good. I can assure you, I've been in that barn 1,000 times. The rest of the barn's good. You come in here, we got plenty of Mennonite and Amish guys around here. Got plenty of other guys around here, but those guys really know how to build barns. You come in here, a few $1,000s, that place, that barn will look spiffy. And it's always good to have a barn if you got a farm. Look at that view. Goodness. Now this road, I've been here for about an hour and a half. I can attest, there's about 3 people that go on that road. One's the mailman, one's Lauren across the way, and that's about it. Let's just come on up the front porch stairs. I can find out all kinds of history for you on this house because a lot of the families still live right in the immediate area. And how cool is that? But this is the view off the front porch. We saw the view off the side, and this is the front porch. Let's go on over here to the side porch, which would be right off what I consider the master bedroom. You configure the house the way you want to. But you got a nice patio here. Great place for a hot tub. Patio doors, as you can see. And then you'll see in the aerial what that view looks like going out that way. Got cherry trees, maple trees. This is a big old shagbark hickory. There's another big old shagbark hickory. So you know everything is beautiful. Three seasons of the year, everything is beautiful around here. Come on, let's just go on in the house. All right, let's go in. Now, this is an old farmhouse, so the layout and configuration is different than a modern house would be. So the cool thing about that is it's got that charm. And of course, the other cool thing is you've got a blank canvas. So now you can do with this layout in this house whatever you want. How cool is that? So you got a gas heater here with real brick. You got another gas heater in the other room, but you got a pellet stove that really is the main heat source. And you can set it up any way you want. Look how cute. You can set this house up any way you want. You can put in a heat pump. You can put in one of those wood stove, outdoor wood stove things. That would be cool too. That way you keep all the dust and dirt outside. We heat our house with wood, but we have a regular furnace for backup too, of course. This is old-timey. Just an FYI, that tile was very popular in the mid to late 1800s. I don't know where that fits into the circa of this house. Have no idea. Anyway, just a thought on that. There are those patio doors, which this wall was put up for privacy. You could have your bed in there. You could take this wall back down if you wanted, and then have this as the master suite. There's that pellet stove. Now I'll put down here how many pounds or tons or whatever, what that cost last year to heat. So that way you'll know. I don't have that information with me right now. You got a real small closet here, and then a real huge closet in here. Look at that. So you got a walk-in there. So that kind of works. That kind of works really well. Again, this is just, you know, for privacy here. You got a pocket door. Keep it up or take it out. And of course, the heart of the home is the kitchen. Look how pretty this is. Gorgeous morning light. And it's got one of these solid surface sinks. I don't know what kind it is, whether it's silestone or something like that. But if you had like a little breakfast area in here, the sun streams in here in the morning. Then this goes right on out to the hot tub and the pool. You just walk out and there you go. Let me show you the bathroom. Got washer dryer. Oh, they put the washer dryer in here too. Okay, so you've got two areas that you could do laundry with. Back several years ago, when we had this house listed, the laundry was outside. So now it's inside. How cool is that? Let's see what this magic door is. Ha ha! This is cool. Now this is a real Kentucky thing or Southern thing or whatever. That you got these stairs, you come up and then it's to the left, to the right. So in the house we had on our farm from 1906 or 7, that was the boys were on the one side, the girls were on the other side. So you got to remember, old farmhouses had farms, and what do you need with farms? A lot of labor, so a lot of kids, you know, that whole story. So they had the boys on the one side and the girls on the other. How cute is that? Now, what's cool about these two bedrooms up here, it also goes into this attic space, which, in my opinion, is very finishable. You throw some insulation up here, some sheetrock, you got a window, and you're rocking and rolling. You got to go from one room to another, but that's okay, in my opinion. It's space. And extra space is always good. Or use it for storage. That light streaming in, isn't that beautiful? So walk out, and here you go. Party Central. That's a big deck, really. So you can imagine sitting out here, you got the grill going, kids are in the pool, friends, neighbors, whatever, and a view like this. Privacy, solitude, everything. Welcome to the Crain School Farm here in Perryville, Kentucky. It's our historic Civil War battlefield town, and it's Boyle County. Boyle County schools. So Perryville Elementary, Boyle County Middle and High, highly rated. In fact, top 10 in the state. Now, also, one more thing I want to point out before you run. Don't take off yet. Right here at this point, you are within 12 miles of 3 Walmart supercenters. Do I shop at Walmart? Not very much. A lot of people do, though, and that's important to other people. What's important to me, what that says to me is it's a good market. There's other stores there. 3 Walmart supercenters right here at this point, within 12 miles. You got one in Harrodsburg, you've got one in Lebanon, and you've got one in Danville. And the one in Danville is just a fantastic store. And that's where you'll be probably shopping and doing all that stuff. You know, the kids go to school there and all that. So that's where we spend a lot of our time, going to Danville. But you can easily go to Springfield, go to Lebanon, go to Harrodsburg, or go to Danville. I'll put that in a little map right here to show you you're kind of right in the middle of everything. How fun is that? Anyway, thanks again. Thanks for watching this video. Sure appreciate it. Call Ken there if you want to see the place. It's on 2 acres, out in the country, God's country. You need to come and see it. It'll be sold quick, I promise.